Have you ever wondered if your dog understands when you talk to him? Dogs don't decode sentences like we do, but that doesn't mean they don't understand what you're saying. In this video, you'll discover words and expressions that, when spoken with affection, help your dog feel loved. And more than that, we'll explore how these words become true emotional bonds between you and your pet. If you enjoy learning more about your pet's behavior and want to give them a happier, healthier life, subscribe to our channel. We post daily videos made with care and responsibility just for you. How dogs understand human language. Before we talk about the words that make your dog feel loved, it's important to understand how dogs process human language. Unlike us, dogs don't grasp the literal meaning of words. What really matters to them is the tone of voice, the intonation, and the emotional context in which the words are spoken. Canine neuroscience research using MRI scans has revealed that dogs have a remarkable ability to associate human sounds with emotions. When we speak to them in a loving tone, areas of the brain related to reward and pleasure are activated, as if they were receiving a verbal caress. That's why the so-called baby voice, that higher-pitched melodic way of speaking, tends to capture dogs' attention and trigger a positive emotional response. It means that a cheerful "it's okay" has a completely different effect than a cold or irritated "it's okay." But it's not just about tone. Repetition and context are also key. When we use certain words frequently during positive moments, dogs begin to associate them with good feelings. Over time, these words become emotional triggers. In short, your dog picks up on your intention, your emotional state, and your energy. And when you speak with love, he feels it. That deep connection is what makes communication between such different, and yet so close, species possible. Walk. Few words carry as much emotional power for a dog as walk. Just say it with excitement, and you'll see the tail wagging, eyes sparkling, and pure joy in their behavior. But why does this word cause such a strong reaction? For your dog, hearing the word walk is like receiving an invitation to one of the happiest moments of the day. He gets to explore scents, observe the environment, and interact with other animals and people. Every step is a new discovery, and that cognitive stimulation is essential for keeping his mind active and healthy. Studies show that dogs who go on regular walks are less anxious, less aggressive, and more emotionally balanced. And it all starts with one simple word: walk. So whenever you say that word, say it with joy. Because for your dog, love means walking with you. Food. For dogs, the word food goes far beyond hunger. It represents care, protection, and affection. When you say food or treat with warmth, your dog isn't just expecting something tasty. He's recognizing a gesture of love. From puppyhood, dogs learn that food comes with safety. It's a moment when they feel secure, warm, and close to the person who takes care of them. That's why the word food, spoken in a gentle and comforting tone, activates areas in the dog's brain linked to reward and trust. A consistent feeding routine also brings predictability, which dogs value deeply. Knowing that food comes at regular times, accompanied by kind words, helps reduce anxiety and creates an emotionally stable environment. So whenever you say food, say it with presence. Look into your dog's eyes, speak with tenderness, and turn that simple moment into an act of love. Your dog's name. Your dog's name is much more than a way to call him. It's a word filled with emotional meaning, representing identity, attention, and connection. When you say his name with affection, you're reinforcing that he is seen, acknowledged, and loved. Animal behavior research shows that dogs can distinguish their own name from other words, even in distracting environments. This happens because their name is repeated often and usually associated with positive experiences. And when you say it with a loving tone, areas of the brain related to reward and social bonding are activated. Over time, that word becomes a signal that something good is coming. So don't hold back from using your dog's name. Say it with joy and warmth. For him, hearing his name from you is like receiving confirmation that he's an essential part of your life. Here. When you call your dog by saying here, you're doing much more than giving a command. This simple word, when used with affection and consistency, can deeply transform behavior and strengthen the bond between you. Emotionally, this word represents safety and welcome. When spoken in a soft and loving tone, it conveys trust. Your dog understands that he's being called by someone who protects him, someone he can rely on. This is especially important during moments of uncertainty or fear, when he needs a safe reference point. From a behavioral perspective, here is one of the most valuable words in positive training. It teaches your dog to respond attentively and to come to you willingly. So every time you use this word, say it with intention. Use a warm tone and turn that moment into an opportunity for connection. Because for your dog, being here with you isn't just about proximity. It's about feeling safe and loved. I love you. Have you ever told your dog, I love you? He may not understand the literal meaning of those words, but that doesn't mean they go unnoticed. In fact, when you say I love you with sincerity and warmth, your dog deeply feels what you're trying to express. Studies on emotional cognition in dogs show that they can perceive human emotional states through voice, facial expressions, and even the scent our bodies release in different emotional conditions. When you speak with love, your tone changes, your body relaxes, and your dog picks up on all of it. He understands exactly what you're communicating. And this connection isn't just emotional, it's biological. Research shows that during affectionate interactions between humans and dogs, like speaking gently, petting, and making eye contact, both release oxytocin, the so-called love hormone. This reduces stress, builds trust, and strengthens the bond between you. Repeating this phrase during moments of affection, like during a cuddle, when waking up, or before bedtime, reinforces that positive association. Over time, I love you becomes an emotional ritual. And even if he doesn't understand every syllable, he knows what's behind them. Your intention, your affection, your bond. So say, I love you from the heart. Because for your dog, love isn't in the words, it's in how you say them. Tips to reinforce love through words. Throughout this video, we've talked about the importance of using the right tone and repeating words with consistency. Another powerful tip is to pair words with gestures. Dogs are visual and tactile creatures. Saying I love you while petting your dog or looking into his eyes has a much stronger impact than saying it from across the room without any physical contact. Your body language reinforces the message and creates a complete experience of affection. It's also important to remember that the environment matters. Avoid using loving words during stressful moments or when correcting your dog. This can confuse him and weaken the emotional bond those words are meant to build. Save these expressions for moments of genuine connection. Dogs may not understand every word like we do, but they feel. As we've seen, the words you choose, when spoken with love and repeated during affectionate moments, become bridges between you and your dog. They create safety, strengthen your bond, and show, in a simple yet powerful way, that he is loved, and he responds with love too. Now tell us in the comments, what word makes your dog react with the most joy? Is there a phrase he recognizes as a sign of affection? If you enjoyed this video, share it with other animal lovers like you. And don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our content about the behavior of our beloved pets. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.